Welcome to the Kabbalah For Beginners Online Course, a course that has been put together purposefully for you so that you will learn a wisdom that has been hidden from us for millennia that is now available to everyone, including Africans, Asians, women, black, white, pink, European, you name it. Everyone is entitled to learn this wisdom now. There was a time when this wisdom was hidden, but it's not hidden anymore. And so this is the opportunity for you to access it free of charge and learn it. I want to tell you a little bit about myself because I'm pretty sure you will be wondering, how on earth did I get to this point where I'm sharing Kabbalah to the community of Africans, to the community of women worldwide? Yes, there is a story. The story goes like this. There are times in our lives when we're so desperate for solution. And I mean so desperate. And we pray from the bottom of our heart to understand what on earth is going on with us. And those are the times when something miraculous can happen in our lives that we can never explain with our five senses. That's exactly what happened to me in 2009-10. This was a period of my life where everything that I thought life meant was crumbling right there in front of me, and I couldn't make sense of anything. I remembered saying, what on earth is happening? I thought I had built a world that was going to serve me, and I was going to be very rich and wealthy materially without any problems in this world. Well, guess what? Life had another story to teach me. You see, my world came so close to all the things that I thought it should be, and then the whole thing crumbled. And I asked the question, what is the purpose of life? There was a prayer that I prayed that I cannot really utter up publicly, but this was a prayer from the bottom of my heart. I wanted to understand, why am I in this planet? This was when, by some stroke of luck, well, I don't even know I can say luck because nature must have designed everything for me in the way I experienced it. I was given a gift of something called What's the Bleep Do We Know? It was a 13-hour series that I received for my Christmas gift. And there I came across a gentleman by the name of Dr. Rav Lightman, or Dr. Michael Lightman, and he mentioned Kabbalah in this video. But, being a curious person, I thought to myself, I'm going to have to find out what that word means. I forgot about it after I finished the 13 hours video. Then the following year, less than 6 months, I came across another gentleman by the name of Moshe Israel. I went to a church. I was doing an event there. I was supposed to be a speaker there, and Moshe Israel attended that same event. He and I caught up after this event, and he mentioned the same word to me. I think you're ready for Kabbalah. I had no idea what the heck this Kabbalah was all about. I did not even know what to expect from Kabbalah. So I started researching. Well, you see, the resources that I used to start my journey in Kabbalah are the same resources that I am now going to expose you to. I'm going to have to show you how to use them, and for you to use your time to listen to what the teacher in this series of videos have for you. Because I remembered when I first come in touch with him, I was like, wow, how is it that we don't know anything about this? I was so flabbergasted. Angry, interested, and all sorts of emotions came through. But you know what? It doesn't matter what emotion came through. What matters is what we do after something like that come into our life. So I studied. I began to study with the same videos, these same resources that you will be accessing now. They made a great difference in my life. My life has never been the same after I began studying the wisdom of Kabbalah. I want to make sure I answer two questions. Very often people think, what is Kabbalah? Can a black woman study Kabbalah? My kids have asked me one of these questions. Well, remember I told you I'm not the expert in Kabbalah. I am a student of Kabbalah. But what I know so far, Kabbalah enables a person to look deep inside. And when they understand who they are deep inside, they will recognize why life treats them the way it does. In other words, Kabbalah helps a person to take the step that is needed to come closer to God. And the step that is needed for them to come closer to God is a correction. A correction, an inner correction that one needs to make of their own accord. No one is going to force you to do this. Of your own accord, so that you will have a positive relationship or a closer relationship with God. And by the way, when we talk about God, we're talking about the force that governs this universe. The second question I want to answer as well, can a woman or a black woman like me actually study? Well, I have been studying Kabbalah for the last 10 years, and I will continue to do so going forward, which means a woman can study and a black woman can study. Every one of us can study. Kabbalah doesn't distinguish or segregate or separate or hide any of these from specific types of people. In truth, this wisdom was once available to the rest of all of the nation of the world, but something happened and it became concealed. So Kabbalah is readily available for anyone who is ready for it. But like I said, the online course that you are accessing is a course that is designed purposefully to enable you to learn the wisdom at your own pace. It's free of charge and it's available for anyone who wants to learn. So all you have to do, click that button right there, type in your name and access the course. That's all you have to do. Thank you for taking the bold step to make a difference in your life and the life of your children, your children's children, and your community as a whole.